It's week 5, day 1. For today's first lesson, we're going to have you solve equations and inequalities. And just to keep this in perspective, your test is going to be Friday. These two of your assignments will be full reviews. So make sure you take attendance. This video will be posted here. Here is the first assignment. If you watch this video, you'll have all the answers to today's assignment. This is the practice for next week. So this problem says -7 times 1 plus 4x in parentheses, then minus 6x is equal to 265. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with doing distributive property. So we're going to do -7 times 1, which gives us -7. And then -7 times 4, which gives us -28. The x comes with it. Minus 6 just drops down. And so does the equals 265. The next step is to combine like terms. The like terms would be -28x and -6x. Well, -28 plus -6 is -34x. The -7 just drops straight down, and it's still equal to 265. The next thing I'm going to want to do is undo -7. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. As I add 7 to both sides, those 7s will cancel. -34x drops down. And then 265 plus 7 is 272. If you're not real good at doing these, you're more than welcome to use Desmos. The last step is to divide both sides by -34 so we can get x by itself. We do that to both sides. And so I would just use Desmos for this. We know those are going to cancel. X is going to be left alone. And then just type it in the calculator. We're going to say we're going to say 272 divided by -34. And we get -8. So here we can say x is equal to -8. And then we're going to type that in. Make sure you type that in as well. So -8. Clear our sheet so we can start on the next problem. This problem, we're going to start with -8 outside the parentheses. 1 minus 5x equals -288. Now, -8 times 1 is -8. -8 times -5 is +40. X comes with it. Still equal to -288. We're going to add 8 to both sides. And we're going to get those 8's cancel. 40x drops down. Again, if you want, you can use Desmos, but -288 plus 8 is -280. Just like the problem before, the last step is going to be to divide both sides by 40. I know that these will cancel. X is equal to a negative divided by a positive is negative. Again, you can use the calculator. 280 divided by 40 is 7. Negative 7. So make sure you type in negative 7. We'll go to the next problem. For this problem, you're going to start out by multiplying by 2. We start out with the multiplying by 2 because this whole top thing's being divided. So these will cancel out. You'll be left with negative 9 plus x. And then it's going to be equal to negative 7 times 2, which is negative 14. We're going to add 9 to both sides. Those will cancel. X drops down. It's equal to negative 14 plus 9 is negative 5. Again, you can use the calculator if you'd like. So we type in negative 5. Looking at the next problem, it says determine the number of solutions. Now, here's what I know for sure. I know that if these are different, if those are different, then this has to be one solution. However, if they're the same, I have to look at the regular number. So I'm going to look at the regular number. It says plus 3 plus 3. When everything's the same, it means infinite solutions. Again, if these are the same, I look at the regular numbers. That says plus 3. This one says plus 2. They're different. That means no solution. So one solution is they have different variables. Infinitely many is everything's the same. No solution is they have the same variables, but they have different regular numbers. Looking at problem number 5, we're going to solve this one by starting out by subtracting 9 on both sides. So negative 9x is just going to drop down. Those 9s will cancel. The sign stays the same. 72 minus 9 is 63. And then I'm going to divide by negative 9. Anytime that you divide or multiply by a negative number when it comes to inequalities, you have to flip the sign. So as soon as I know I'm dividing by a negative number, the sign changes directions. These 9s will cancel. X drops down. 63 divided by negative 9 is negative 7. And so then I want to find the one that I matched. X is greater than or equal to negative 7. X is greater than or equal to negative 7. Looking at the next one, we want to do the same thing. We're going to solve it. So we're going to start out by subtracting 4 on both sides. 3b's would just drop down. The 4's will cancel. The sign stays the same. 25 minus 4 is 21. Divide both sides by 3. Since it's a positive 3, the sign will stay the same. B drops down because the 3's cancels. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So I want to find B is less than or equal to 7. B is less than or equal to 7, and the number line matches it. We're going to submit the quiz and find out how we did. So if you look, hopefully you followed along, you should have gotten an 8 out of 8. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or come to the Zoom on Tuesday at 10 o'clock.